Hi mathematicians, today we are on 11.5 in your Go Math book, page 477. And today our question is, what two-dimensional shapes do you see on the flat surfaces of three-dimensional shapes? Okay, so now remember, this is a three-dimensional shape, okay? But there's a flat shape on my three-dimensional shape. So I'm going to take my cone, and right now it says that you need to place your cone down on the paper and see what shape you draw when you trace it. So I'm going to do that right here for you. Okay, I traced my shape. It's not perfect, but what I notice is that it makes a circle. That's right. That is a flat 2D shape. A circle is a flat 2D shape. And it is on the bottom of this cone, although this cone's missing it. But if I put a flat surface right here on top of this three-dimensional figure, I would have a flat 2D shape. Okay. Let's see what other 2D shapes are on three-dimensional shapes. So right here it says trace around the flat surfaces of the three-dimensional shape to find the two-dimensional shapes. Okay, this is a 3D shape. And right here I have a flat surface. What is that flat surface? That flat surface is actually a rectangle. Okay, now I have another flat surface here. And this flat surface, 2D shape, is a square. And oh, I see another flat 2D shape on this side. That is another rectangle. Now I know, I can't see it, but I know there's another rectangle on the other side and then a rectangle on the bottom. And those are right here. So there's a rectangle on this other side. You can pretend you can see it. I could even draw, I'm gonna draw this so it's like a see-through cube, or I mean rectangular prism, excuse me. And so on this other side, there's a rectangle right there. And then on this back side, we have a square. And then on this bottom here, it's a 2D flat rectangle. Okay. Moving on to our other problems. Use three-dimensional shapes. Trace around the flat surfaces. Circle the shapes you draw. Now, it would be even better if you had, sorry, my dog's going crazy. He's over there. Going crazy. Now, if you had, Obi, stop. Now, if you actually have a cube at home, I would grab that and you could put it on a piece of paper and trace all of your sides. So right here, I have a cube. Now it's asking me which 2D shapes are on this cube. Okay, would I find a triangle, flat surface of a triangle on a cube? No, I know I wouldn't, because on a cube, all sides are the same. And all of the surfaces are actually squares. So I know it would be a square. Would I find a rectangle? No, I would not. And would I find a circle? No, absolutely not. Okay. Moving on to my cylinder. Now, if you can find a cylinder at home, I would trace the bottom and the top and see what you find. Okay, on top, I can already see that there is a circle. And then I know from my knowledge of cylinders that there's a circle on the bottom. So I would have a flat 2D shape of a circle on the top and the bottom. Now, it's really hard for me to tell what's wrapped around a cylinder, because remember, this is a cylinder actually. Okay, and on my cylinder, I have my bottom, which is a circle, and my top, which is a circle. But all around it, if I was to cut down the middle and wrap this out, unwrap it and spread it out, it would actually make a rectangle. If I cut it out and I flattened it, if I cut it in half and flattened this outer part, it would actually make a rectangle. Okay, would I have a triangle on my cylinder? No, there's no triangles here. I'm gonna cross that out. Would I have a square? Absolutely not. Okay, moving on to my rectangular prism. We just did a rectangular prism up here, so I want you to try this one out on your own. If you get stuck, you can use this to help you. Okay, and then you have a few more pages to do on your own. Go for it, mathematicians.